You've got to be very, very brave, I think, at one stage and just say, you know what, I'm going to try this. And if this particular thing that I'm trying isn't working, if I fall flat on my face, which will happen at some stage, then you've got to kind of just get up again and go, okay, what did I do wrong? Did I maybe go after a market that isn't there, which has happened? Maybe the market is there, but they can't afford to pay me the rates that I need, which is another thing. So a lot of it is down to researching, but also not to research too much. Really, a lot of women that I talk to tend to get really into the research and they won't start something because until their research is perfect, they kind of think, well, you know, I still don't know everything. You're never going to know everything. So you've got to start it and learn as you go along and be willing to do that. Find yourself somebody who will champion you, who believes in you, whether it's a friend or a partner or whoever it is. Sometimes the people who are closest to you can also be the most skeptical. So sometimes it's good to just find somebody else who believes in what you do. And then that way, when you're kind of feeling really low, whatever, you can think of them and or have a chat with them, and they go, you know what, no, you know, you're doing well. Sure, that thing didn't work out, but try it again or try something different. And the other thing I would really recommend people to do is to have a mentor, which is a very kind of American idea. And I first came across it over there, but it has been of immense help as and when I meet people. Sometimes I've met a few lovely, very veteran producers, and we've gotten on well, and I've said, would you mind if I occasionally just call you up and ask you a question? And they say, yeah, no problem. And just on the odd occasion, you've been working on something. It's quite lonely being a producer in a way, because you're working on stuff, people ask you things, you've got to know the answer. And sometimes you just kind of think, well, I'm not sure. I don't have enough experience in this particular thing. So then just being able to pick up the phone, call this person and say, what would you do in this situation is fantastic. And you feel kind of very supported. So creating that little support network for yourself, because I don't think anybody else will do that for you. So I would say that's very, very important. I really, really enjoy the fact that I can do whatever I feel like doing. So if I feel like bringing in some tango teachers from Spain and setting up a couple of weekends, I can do that. If I feel like, you know, like teaching somewhere another week, I can do that as well. Or I can then go and do more productions if I'm kind of feeling the urge to produce. So obviously you can't just turn around and do this. You've got to be preparing for it and so on. But just being able to do what you really like and what gives you a buzz is, you know, I feel very, very lucky.